One of the attributes of a leader is the ability to diagnose what the needs of his people are and how to satisfy their yearnings and aspirations. In northern Nigeria, there have been many cases of misplaced priorities, but it is clear to the blind and audible to the deaf that the urgent needs of the good people of the northern Nigeria, particularly Zamfara, are security and education. These two are eventually on top of the rescue agenda of Governor Dauda Lawal's administration. While the governor of Zamfara State, Dauda Lawal, is fighting insecurity to its standstill, he is also going ahead to offer good quality education, which he has seen to be the greatest asset you can give any child. The governor has been waking up every day to lament that Zamfara has no place of pride in education nationwide. For this reason, he believes no amount, no sacrifice, no recognition will be too much to be paid to the development of education in Zamfara State. He is doing this by paying due attention to the provision of conducive atmosphere for learning and the training of teachers. One of the closest partners in this project is the Commissioner for Education, Wadata Omadawaki, who has this to say about Governor Dauda Lawal's great regard for education in Zamfara State.
From the day His Excellency declared a state of emergency on the education sector in our state, there have been flurry of activities in terms of strategies and plannings on how to ensure effective and successful implementation of the declaration. The efforts have culminated in what we are witnessing today as a major step towards actualization of this administration's resolve at fortifying the education sector in line with the campaign promises of Governor Dauda Lawal to the good people of Zamfara State.
Governor Dauda Lawal, on his part, earlier stated that declaring a state of emergency in the education sector was part of fulfilling his campaign promises. To this effect, more qualified teachers are being recruited to boost the standard of education and jack up Zamfara to be top on the sector's ladder. Reports reaching Clearview News Desk from the diaspora say Zamfara indigenes in different countries of the world have been calling on their relatives in the teaching line working in other states to go back home and develop their fatherland. The governor has subsequently awarded contracts for the reconstruction, renovation, and furnishing of more than 200 schools across the state. Clearview News Desk, leading online news, has earlier reported that the Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has declared a state of emergency on education in the state. In a state broadcast on Tuesday, the governor said the neglected education system in Zamfara affects all levels, from primary to tertiary institutions with poor learning environments and personnel.
As part of the emergency response, teachers and education managers at all levels will receive training and retraining in all subject areas. In order to maintain minimum level of quality in the delivery of education, the government has suspended the licenses of private education providers in the state. This is done to ensure that private schools meet the required standard for providing quality education in a comfortable environment with well-trained teachers, quality infrastructure, and the necessary equipment. In this regard, the government will ensure quality supervision of private schools through the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology in order to maintain standards. In pursuit of quality education, my government has approved sponsoring 50% of Zamfara indigenes admitted into Federal Government Girls College Gusau for the 2023-2024 academic sessions. My government has paid the National Examination Council NECO fees for all Zamfara public school candidates who sat for the 2023 exam. Similarly, certificates for the candidate who sat for the 2019 NECO examinations have been collected and distributed to the students. The result of the NACO exam taken in 2022, 2021, and 2022 will be released to students before the end of this month. The results were previously withheld by NACO due to non-payment by previous administration. However, with our intervention, students who graduated during those years can now access their results and apply for different tertiary institutions for admission. We have also paid the tuition fees and allowances of students on scholarship in various countries including Sudan, Cyprus, and India. This is to ensure that they can continue their studies without interruption due to debt incurred by previous governments. My government is committed to changing the narrative of constant underperformance. Under my leadership, Zamfara will thrive across all sectors. This is just the beginning of our rescue mission.
This development, of course, is in line with the campaign promises of Governor Dauda Lawal. We gather that the state government is doing this to fulfill a pledge to overhaul the education sector, which, according to him, has virtually collapsed.